So in the last video we have seen how we can connect a database to a Java project. So you know the code. If you don't know, you can refer my last video how I have created the database. So today I'm going to show you how you can insert the data from a table to a database. For that I have created a table called Reggie with 5 parameters. So I'll show you my table. It's in the trial T. Reggie. This is my command. So this is my field. I'm going to insert the data in a database. So for that you need to create a form for Java application. How you can create a form is simply I'm going to show you because I've already created it. So I'll let you the form called trial. So this is a swing control called label. If you want to add something, just click on edit text. For example, you want to add ID, you can copy this label for another thing. In this way you can add the labels. Text field is simple, just click on text field and you can add a text field. You can delete it. By default it will be blank, so you have to change the variable name of text field. You will call this a txt or something else. Combo box is same as text field, same, just you need to change two things in this. For example, first is model, clear the model line because else you will get a by default item 1 item 2, and second is change the variable name, so you can change it the variable name. So this way I have created a jframe form. This is my jframe form, so I'll show you. So let's code. For before coding you need to know basic things. This line below the package trial is for importing. This line is for your functions, or you can add something here. So I'm going to add a thing which is what we want first. First I'm going to add combo boxes, cmb city. So I need cmb city dot add item string. Item will be Nagpur. Nagpur. LUCK, another Lucknow, and another one is Pune, and another one is, and call it BHOPL, Bhopal. Okay, so I've added 4. Let's see if this thing comes under the combo box city or not. So this is a, you can see, you can Nagpur, Lucknow. If you want first thing by default blank, so just simply add a code, make it blank, and run it. You can see, you can click from Nagpur, Lucknow. Same I'm going to add for cmb state dot add item. First one is, I'm using short form mh. Second is up. Third is mp, and I'll make another one a blank. So let's see things works or no. Yeah, thing works. So now we're going to take a button. We're going to take 2 buttons. This button I'll name as save, and this button I'll name as clear. And to make the font change little bit, just simply drag it. I'm going to make my text boxes of same width. This will also same weight. Okay, simply make it clear. Times New Roman bold 14. I guess it's enough. I'm just changing the property of fonts and nothing else, so you can find it here. Close. So you have connections of two buttons. So now what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to make a code for my clear button. For clear button, you need to know that your text box and comma box must be clear. So I'm going to clear all the text boxes. I'm just going to take add action perform. So I'll jump on an event called action perform as an event. So first is a cmb, not sorry. First is a txt id dot set text. Set text is a method where you can set the text to blank. Txt name dot set. You need to know about the case sensitive. Control Z. Then txt name address, I guess, dot set text, which you have txt mobile dot set text. Okay, so let's see it works or not. Okay, it works. So this way you can add a clear code. Now we are going to work on our main logic. This is called a save logic. So for making a save logic, let's see. In the last video we have seen how you can connect your database to your project. So that thing is going to work there. First we need to import this to file because it's important. Here also we are going to need it. So I'm going to just import this to file, jump here. So I'm going to write a code. This code will be in try catch block. So I'm just creating and try catch block. exception tion exception, a variable name and a block must be completed. Let's see the error. So we need this line. What is the line? We need connection, a variable con equals to which class you want. Your connection class name, that is this one. Control C, Control V. My Oracle connection. We're going to make a constructor of the whole class. My Oracle connection. So string, a variable name SQL equals to a query. Insert into database name. Database name is reg. Okay. Values. So here we are going to pass the parameter where we want to insert id comma name, what are the comma AWDREWS address comma city city comma state comma mobile mobile. The thing must be same as you are inserting this id, address, city, state, mobile. So after that just pass the parameter called values. Values will be the thing from where you are going to take information. For example, I'm going to take it from txt id. So first single comma, then double inverted commas, then plus plus txt id dot get text. Get text is a method, comma, again txt name dot get text. Parameter and a table box values must be match. Have to keep this thing in our mind for everything, just if you're using it for web applications or text application, whatever. Next is your city. So I'm going to add cmb city dot get selected. Oh, sorry. Get item, get name. We are going to see the method called get selected text. So just search it here if you know. Get selected item. Okay. Same will be for cmb state dot get selected, oh sorry, selected item. And the last one is txt mobile dot get away get text. So this is a query, this is how the parameters are going to pass. Now we have to pass and query to a prepared statement. PRE, PRED prepared, STATEMENT prepared statement. PST is a variable. We are going to create a prepared statement constructor. So con dot prepared statement, you need to find this. Just pass this. SQL is a parameter because you are using this. Is an error, so you just need to find what the error exactly mean. So I'm going to find it out later. PST dot so also error says cannot find symbol, create class prepared parameter con dot prepare statement. So just make it prepared. There's a spelling mistake, I guess. PRE. Here you find resume errors are just going to refer to one of my old project, which I've already made it, so happens sometime. Yep. It's a spelling mistake, so you have to write it clearly. PRE PARED, and I have written PRE PARED prepared statement.sql. After that you need a PST dot execute query line. So we have execute. If you use execute, it will be execute, but I want execute update. Execute query execute update. So I'm just going to use it directly, execute update. Now I'm going to use a panel message so that we get that message that our message works properly. So I'm going to just insert it. It doesn't work. Okay, so fuck is happening? You have to import this method which is called joption.pen.showMessage dialog box, so you can import it directly. Now we are going to have a catch exception block. Exception E must be capital always because it's an keyword. So exception E will catch if you want something message here that there's an error or something else, you can call it directly exception and you can pass the message null, so you can just directly call it by this method. So by this way you will get an error in a pop-up way. So it's happened. You have another method called print print stack trace. Print stack message is also used for handling the errors, or what the error might come. So basically the thing is that we want id must be auto generated so that there is no repetition chance in id. So for that I'm going to create a function. I'll let you know how to create a function called auto generation of id. So just so in the last method we have seen how you can create the combo boxes, how you can add the variable values in a combo boxes, and how you can add values in a text boxes. Today in this part I'm going to tell you how you can create an auto generate id function. For this you need a text box called id to be non-editable format. Source below superline warning you need to write a function. So I have already written the function. I'm going to explain you this function. This is your function. So here you have three errors. That errors are nothing. You need to add variable. First variable is what you are using here is strs and last id. Okay. So I'm going to add this variables here in a variable pattern. This is the variable pattern. So first you need to add variables int last id, statement st, result set, rs. These are the methods of SQL functions. Statement and result set, int is your data type, and last id all of the functions variables. So let's see how our functions actually work. Public void get last id. Try connection.con myoracle.get connection string SQL select max. Max is a function of Oracle SQL version. It will increase your ID by 1, or it will give you the maximum ID, which is the last maximum ID. For example, if your database have 10 IDs, so it will give the max ID, that is the 10. From registration, so I'll just going to make it Reggie because my database name is Reggie. Statement con.create statement will create a statement. rs.execute query, it will create execute query. Now we have a loop, we have a statement if rs.next. Suppose if rs is 9, then last id of rs.get int, it will increment by 1. So last id will plus 1. For example, 9 plus 1 will become 10 and it will work. txtid.setText integer to string. Integer to string is a method which convert your string, which convert your integer to a string method. The last id is your string integer. It will convert it into a string and it will give you a last id in a text box. So for that you need to you can call it a method here, get last id, like this. And if you don't know how to create and methods of functions, so it's easy. I'll just make small functions for you. Public void get. So you need to just add a function body and your code will be here inside this two braces void. So this way you can create a function. You have to, for calling the function, you have to just call it the name. For example, my name is get last id, so I have called it here. If you called it here, and if I suppose I'm going to run this program, since my database has no data in a database, so it is going to show you one. I have a stop this editable format so that no one can edit the data, no one can edit the value. But now I'm going to call this in a button. This button I'm going to name as add okay, get last ID. Let's see. If I going to add, it will get you the add. So let's save the data in a database. So let's start. First, I'm going to add. Oh, before going to add, just need to add one thing here. Okay, it's already added, so not a big deal. Add. For example, name is user, address is unknown. Okay. City is Nagpur, state is Maharashtra, mobile number is 9145. Sorry, 123456790. Not enough values. It's some type of error. So let's see how we can solve this error. For this error, you just need to jump in a save button. Not is ID name, address, city, state, mobile. Okay, Reggie, text name. Okay, you just forget one text box to be added here. Txt hat dot get text. So something you got sometimes you got last time error, so you have to just check your this line whether you have made some text box or you have missed this values or not. If you make it clear, then you will not going to get this error. So add unknown address state Nagpur, Maharashtra 12345678990. So how so missing expression is another type of error. So missing expression, what does it really means? It means this, that you have making a mistake. I have a dot here and I haven't put the comma here, so it will not going to separate. So this shows it how to handle the two errors. Save unknown. You get another error. We're going to solve it. Missing comma. It will clearly showing you that you have missed the comma. So where you have missed the comma, you have to just search on this line. This line is only going to tell you where you have missed the comma or not. Yeah, I have missed the comma here, so I'm going to add it here. So these are the runtime errors may cause you in a runtime environment. So you can solve it like this. Insert successfully. So final data is inserted successfully. If we're going to add this clear, if you're going to add this will be 2. For example, u1 Lucknow. Okay, whatever. Save insert successfully. So a function of auto generating ID is also working. Let's see whether the things are coming in database or not. Set line size equals to 200. It will going to give you data. Select star from reg. So here the data 1 ID unknown, and this is the second data. So this way you can create it. If you're going to clear it, you're going to clear it. So this way you can create a form which will take data from a text box, comma box, and another things are also there. You can use all the things and it will save in a database. Things you have to keep in mind is that whenever the error comes in front of you, error mostly lies in this line. Common mistakes are just I have made the common mistakes like missing comma, missing parameters, missing values, or bad expressions or something else. So these are the common errors may occur when you insert the data from a project to a database. So you have to just focus on this line. This line will mostly have the errors, because the thing this line has an error is just because if it will not going to pass any parameter if it's not correct, if it's passed. So another common errors are there is just like that you forget to insert successfully. This method helps this line helps you to find your error. Something happens, it will pop up. Get last ID is your function. So in the next video we are going to see how we can going to call a data from a database, maybe. Let's see. So thank you very much for watching the video. Have a good day. If you have any query, you can directly ask me. I'm sure I'm going to help you. If you not understand the code, so I'm going you to give the code in a description. You can directly download it and you can view it from there.